how'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy, how'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Contract.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Boom, da, da, dum, da, ima, da, 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 boom, da, go!
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and 3. Complete to Johnston here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught down the field by Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Buccaneers 7, Steelers nothing.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Comedy Lions.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Operating from the gun, Lowry. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quentin Johnston halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL. I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the minds, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Underwood. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Go! Go!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now they'll shift things around.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Underwood. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Inside the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Operating from the gun, Underwood. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
70, Bronco 80, Mustang 19, 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lowry. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Lowry. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Off play action. Lowry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Lowry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
On the jump.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Steady.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense. Picking. Which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mustang 19. Deputy Lions.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Steelers at 4-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The throw's going to be caught. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Underwood. And to find the open man, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Get it! Viking 18!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now 2nd and 3.
Come on, set! Bronco 80! Ready?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
18 Rattler, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Operating from the gun, Underwood. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
19 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Back to throw. Lowry. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
Looking to throw. Lowry. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Shot. Go street. 70 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Underwood. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
Back to throw. Underwood. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Warriors, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Viking 18. Ready, right?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
19 Lions.
On fourth down, Underwood. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. To the 43, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Lowry. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Hands it off into the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake. Underwood. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Out of the gun now on third down. Now he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lowry. Connected here with Christian McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go. Ready.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. They've got his man. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Underwood. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point in the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
19 Tiger.
The 33-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Underwood. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Lowry. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Bringing down the Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lowry. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Now they'll change things up.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 1. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost just makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On fourth down, Lowry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 38 now, here's second down at 5. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and 3.
Cougar 19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Second down in the yard.
Cup 19. Ready? Cowboy 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, smash, check, go street. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Burnett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw. Burnett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go, strike. 70 Lions, trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Burnett. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lowry. And in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Ready? Come on, set! 60 vices, check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done.